Beloved, mighty I Am Presence, descend within me and fill me with your essence, so that I can feel you in every part of my being. To you I align all parts of my being, my Holy Christ Self, personalities, body elemental, new spirit, so that every part of me is in balance, harmony, and alignment with my divine self and the will of God. I am fully contained within my heart diamond and Metatron's cosmic egg. I am now ready for today's message. Greetings, beloveds. It is true that in order to ascend, you must master the activities of the 12 sacred flames that are predominant upon this planet at this time. Most of you are familiar with the 7 sacred flames, as they are attributed to each one of the 7 chakras. But just as there are many more than 7 chakras, there are many more than 7 flames. However, to keep things a bit easier and clearer for you, it is most important that you gain mastery in the 7 basic sacred flames. I have before spoken to you about an excellent book which has that as its title, The 7 Sacred Flames by Aurelia Louise Jones. It is an excellent book because it is not just filled with excellent information. It also contains prayers and guided meditations that you can use to develop and experience these different flames within you. You must, of course, experience them in order to gain mastery over them. And you must also, at some point, begin working consciously with the various light beings that are ascribed to each of the rays. In Aurelia's book, she talks about the Ascended Master level, the Archangelic level, and the Elohim level of beings that work predominantly with one of the rays, although they have, of course, mastered all of them. God's will and plan for this planet is such that various beings work predominantly with one of the rays in order to assist you, beloveds. Today's ray, and today is Monday that we are making this video, is the will of God. And so we have been guiding Christmas and her husband to focus on the will of God predominantly for this particular day. Although there are many days when we suggest that they focus on a particular ray that has nothing to do with any given system, which says that a ray is predominant on any given day. That is because We work with them personally, and we know which ray they need to work with on any given day in order to be in balance and harmony. So truly, it is not important to follow any given system. Although if you do not have anyone else working with you and giving you suggestions, then any system you choose to work with will be just fine. The ideal, however, is to begin working consciously with at least one of the masters, so that they can guide you daily in what you most need for that particular day. And so for today, we have had Christmas and her husband focusing on the blue ray of divine will. Not only is it the ray of divine will, it is also the ray of the divine masculine energies and the diamond heart. Now the heart diamond and the diamond heart are not exactly the same thing, but they do have similarities. And one of their greatest works is to purify the energy within you and to align it with the will of God. The heart diamond has a special focus in that it increases the speed of rotation of the atoms and cells within your body. This acceleration is one of the greatest healing tools you can possibly use. Many of those who teach the use of the Merkaba also have you spinning the Merkaba. That is, increasing its speed, so that it will increase the speed of your individual cells and atoms. Also, any truly good chakra meditation or chakra cleansing will also have you increasing the speed of the spinning of the chakras. So you see, beloveds, speed and motion is a very important part of your ascension process, and also of becoming healthy. When energy is not moving, it becomes stagnant. And this is when illnesses begin to occur. Because a stagnant energy is no longer filled with life force. It is basically dead energy. And so part of the work of the heart diamond is to remove that dead energy and replace it with energy that has been purified and enhanced, and then it causes it to spin at a speed that will increase your health and your overall wellness of being. Remembering that it increases the speed of every part of your being, including your emotional and mental bodies. All of your bodies, from the most physical and dense to the most lightened and subtle of all your bodies operates on a common principle, and that is the particles of light which are used to form all of these different bodies need to be spinning at the rate of speed that coincides with the different levels of your being. That means that generally the physical atoms spin the slowest, and then the emotional particles, shall we say, although they are not really particles, spin the next fastest, and then the mental particles spin even faster still, and on as you go up to the higher levels of your being. On each level, the particles are spinning faster. And as always, when those particles slow down and become stagnant, or even worse, reverse the direction of their spin, that is when blockages occur. That is when the body becomes sick, and this is what eventually leads to death. That is why, to some degree, simply maintaining a proper speed and direction of the rotation of every particle of your being will allow you not only to maintain a perfect state of health, but you will stop aging, and you will eventually conquer death itself. This is the great importance of the heart diamond, and this is why I am giving it to you as a gift from the highest realms of existence, so that you can, of your own free will, establish and maintain your own health and advance greatly along your path of ascension, and for those who choose it, immortality. I know that many of you are not yet choosing this because you still have a lot of misinformation about what physical immortality is, especially as it is portrayed in certain movies and television shows, where it appears to be a very painful thing to obtain and not desirable in any way whatsoever. But I tell you, beloveds, it is a most desirable state of being. It is a state of being where you will live in constant bliss, with a feeling of well-being pervading all of your different bodies. You will not be old and wretched in a useless body that has no strength. This is totally false, beloveds. It will be an eternally youthful body in perfect health with infinite energy. This is indeed God's will for you, beloveds. It is God's will that you dwell in a body that is a source of great joy, great power, and great wisdom. There will be many of you who will choose to leave the body in order to experience your ascension. But please know that that is not the only choice available to you. It is at this time a bit easier to do it that way, but I know that there are those of you who wish to be among the way-showers of the possibility of an immortal physical body. And I welcome you to begin this study. And mastering the 7 sacred flames is a great step that you can take towards achieving immortality and enlightenment. I love you all so much. I bless you, and I thank you for listening to these videos. I am Metatron.